what they did when they EQ'd this thing, but man, the vocals sound so freaking... What's up, bros? Welcome back to another Tech Tuesday video, the show where each and every single Tuesday we take a look at technology, gear, and services designed for us DJs. Today, we are taking a look at LD Systems Maui 5 Go, a compact, battery-powered portable PA system. Now, the idea of column array speakers is actually nothing new. They've actually been around for quite a long time. I remember back in my bar and nightclub days, there would be a couple places that would host karaoke nights, and a lot of karaoke DJs would walk around with these column array systems. I thought they were a little bit funky looking because it is a weird shaped speaker compared to the traditional box shape. And over the past couple of years, these array systems have become all the rage. They've become increasingly popular, especially among us mobile DJs. And the Maui line from LD Systems has been a pioneer in this column array technology. Now, there's actually two versions of the Maui 5. There's a battery powered and a non-battery powered. In front of me, what I have is the Maui 5 Go, a battery powered version. The actual system itself is composed of 4 parts. The base of the system houses an 8-inch sub with a Class D amp made of a durable ABS plastic, and on the back of the speaker we have a built-in dedicated 4-channel mixer. The system is Bluetooth ready. It also features an 8mm jack if you want to plug in an iPad directly to it, as well as a high-Z 1/4-inch input designed for guitars, and you have your traditional combo 1/4-inch / XLR input for your microphones. On the rear of the system, you have 2 additional combo XLR 1/4-inch inputs designed for line inputs such as your DJ controller, left and right, as well as a system output with mono or stereo output. You of course have volume control over all your inputs. You also have dedicated controls for your sub and a high boost. Lastly, on the bottom you have your power input. Now, like I mentioned, this is a battery powered speaker. However, you do need that power input to obviously charge your battery. Alternatively though, they do sell a separate battery charger that's not an actual speaker, so that you don't have to bring this inside of your house every time you want to charge it, but that is sold as a separate accessory. Now let's take a look at our 3 columns. Each one of them is entirely different. First one of the bunch is our battery. This one plugs in right on top of our speaker, and as soon as we do that, we are able to turn our speaker on. There's a LED indicator on the back of the battery that denotes whether or not our speaker is fully charged, and it's all accessible via that button. These batteries are also sold as a separate accessory. Now, when you do buy your Maui 5 Go, it'll obviously come with a battery. However, if you want to have interchangeable batteries allowing you to have really endless battery life, you can buy these column batteries as a separate accessory. And if you partner up an additional battery with the charger that's sold separately, you essentially have endless battery life. From my testing, from a 0 to 100% charge, it was about 3.5 hours. When in use, the battery life of the speaker will depend on your output volume. For softer background lounging music, you're gonna get a ridiculous battery life. We're talking between 18 and 20 hours. Once you bring that up to maybe live music, that's gonna drop down to about 10 hours. And if you're planning on using this as a full powered loudspeaker system for your DJ sets, you're only going to get about 5 to 6 hours of battery life. The next column is actually a dummy column. This column actually serves no purpose aside from actually bringing your speakers, your drivers, up higher. When you pair this up with your Maui system, this will raise the height of your speaker to about 6.5 feet. So it's a tall speaker. If you're on like a stage or something like that, that will eliminate the need of a spacer. However, if you're leveled with your audience, it's always a good idea to get your speaker up over your audience so that you get the best sound dispersion. Last but not least is our actual speaker. The speaker itself houses 4 3-inch drivers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I mentioned, because it is a column array speaker, you are going to get a ridiculous dispersion of sound, which means it's going to shoot out very wide as opposed to the traditional speakers which shoot nice and tight. So this is what it looks like fully assembled, and as you can see, it's a nice, sleek, modern looking speaker. Now let's talk about the actual sound that this system puts out. It's an 800 watt speaker, and max SPL on that is about 120 dB. From my testing, I was only able to get about 118, and that was me honestly cranking this thing to the max with everything all the way around. Now I will say this speaker is not designed to be that super loud, harsh speaker that you might need for something like a true 100-person wedding. Now I have been taking out this speaker to my events, and I haven't been using it in the sense of live music applications where this is my main PA for getting people up and dancing or anything like that. I've been using it for my cocktail hours and my ceremonies, and let me just tell you this, it sounds crisp.
I do, by the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of New Jersey, pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Wrapped up ceremony, everything went smooth, everything went fine. Maui 5 Go review. This thing makes me sound so crispy. Held up really nice. I love the preamps, made me sound really crispy. Efficient was sounding really crispy. So can't complain, right? I don't know what they did when they EQ'd this thing, but man, the vocals sound so freaking clear. I sound so good coming out of this speakers. It's got great vocal clarities on the top, and that little sub at the bottom is actually quite impressive. It literally rattles my house. So it's a powerful little speaker. Now, based on the price point and being that it's a battery-powered system, I know what a lot of you guys are going to be asking, how does it compare with the Bose S1 Pro? Because a few months ago, I did a review on the Bose S1 Pro. And let me be completely honest with you, it is a better speaker than the Bose S1 Pro. Like I mentioned in my review of the Bose S1, the S1 does have distortion issues at higher volume. Maui doesn't suffer from those distortion issues that I was experiencing with the S1. Time and time again, as I was preparing for my gigs, I would oftentimes choose the Maui system over the S1 system because I just don't think the S1 system is reliable for bigger ceremony setup. I've used the Mauis at ceremonies with up to 200 guests, and it performed like a champ without any issues. The biggest issue that I've had with my S1 is the fact that I feel like I always need 2 of those things in order to properly conduct a ceremony. With the Maui, I feel comfortable performing my ceremonies with just one dedicated speaker. Now, with that being said, there is a huge drawback to this speaker. You see, this speaker, as mentioned, is composed of 4 parts. Your bass, your battery, your spacer, and your speaker for the high. And the issue that I have is not actually a speaker issue, it's a practicality issue. So we just wrapped up another ceremony. Maui 5 Go crushed it. However, my issue with this thing is, look at how hard it is to carry it. Before we used to have freehand these and they would always fall. So I've scuffed it up a little bit. But it sounds good, man. But carrying like this is not fun. Definitely need bags. The thing about the S1 is that it's just one small piece, a little bit smaller than the sub here. So it's super simple to pack and carry around. This system is so ridiculously annoying to carry around if you don't have the bags. The bags for this are sold separately. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, Barr, the bags for every single speaker are always sold separately. And yes, that is the case. However, this speaker system is not practical whatsoever if you don't have a bag. These 3 columns are so annoying to carry around. I'm surprised I haven't broke this thing because they are also a bit circular. So you can see that they kind of roll around. And it's very uncomfortable to carry this thing. Like, look at how uncomfortable this is to carry. So I've oftentimes found myself dropping this left and right. And it's a bit of a testament about how durable the plastic is that they use to build these, because I've dropped these so many times. And when I have them in my car, these pieces are constantly rolling around. LD systems should just out the box include a case for them. So I will say this, if Is it a great speaker? Absolutely. Yes, it is a great buy. If you're between an S1 and this one, I would obviously pick this one over the S1. Yes, the speaker is at a bit of a higher price point than the S1. However, like I mentioned, when I use the S1, I feel like I should be using two. And if I'm buying two of the S1s, I might as well just get one of the Maui plus a bag. Second thing that I will say, and it's something that I mentioned in my S1 video, I mentioned that that speaker is not designed for live mixing, for a live crowd, for dancing. I've seen a lot of you guys using that S1 for your actual main PA. That's something that I would not advise, just because it starts distorting once you start cranking the volume. This is a more reliable speaker if you do want to use it as your main PA. I can honestly say I would be comfortable using the Maui 5 Go as my main PA. However, not one. I would probably opt for two of these guys if I were to use it as a main PA. But again, it's not designed for that, guys. It's more or less designed for live acoustics. Great speaker for ceremonies and cocktails. And if you're looking for a quality, sleek looking, great sounding speaker, for that, you cannot go wrong with the Maui 5 Go. Thank you, bros, so much for watching this video. I do hope that you found it informative. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to leave them down in the comments below. I'll be sure to respond to you guys. Lastly, if you do want to check out the Maui 5 Go, I'll leave a link with more information about the speaker as well as where you can purchase. Don't forget to buy a bag. Please like this video if you like this, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another speaker review video. I have a couple of other speakers in for review, so be on the lookout for that. Harbinger speakers, Martin audio speakers, very exciting. So be on the lookout for that on the next Tech Tuesday. Peace!